Hi, I'm your prophetic cook today. I haven't seen you guys for a while, but I'm so glad you're here today. I wanted to talk to you today about Hebrews 12:2, where it says that Jesus is the perfecter of our faith. What would he want us to be perfect in? Well, you know what? We see over and over in the Bible it talks about not being afraid about anything. Even when an angel appears before you, they say don't be afraid. And when Jesus appeared to the disciples after he rose from the dead, he said don't be afraid. And so why don't we think about that? What are we afraid of? And what can Jesus perfect in us today? You know, I've been walking with the Lord for 33 years and trying to be his disciple and trying to be his minister and trying to encourage and bless everyone that I meet. And so Jesus showed me that I needed to have something perfected in me, and that was that I am valuable. And I just learned this a week ago. So don't be concerned about the progression of your faith, because he perfects our faith. And so today, because I don't want to be afraid, I'm going to try to make a difficult recipe. And that recipe is puff pastry, homemade puff pastry, and the finished product will be what's called a cronut, which is a donut made out of puff pastry. It's so delicious, but there are steps to it, just like there's steps to how God takes us and tries and begins to perfect us and finishes that work. He says he'll finish it. Isn't that awesome? And so today, because they are steps, I'm going to first of all show you, I've got a 9x12 piece of paper, piece of wax paper. Now sometimes that wax paper rolls up on you and won't lay straight. So if you just go like that, it'll lay down for you and stay there. And so I've got, puff pastry is made of butter and yeast dough. And this butter, I have about 1.5 pounds, room temperature. I'm going to place it on this paper and spread it out. And then what will happen is as we make the layers of this puff pastry, when it goes into the oven, or the fryer in this case, the butter will cause steam between the layers of dough, and that's what puffs it up. And most of the time people don't want to do this because it is such a process. And you think that about our lives too? Maybe we don't want to deal with something because it's too big of a process. Well, the Lord says it's not when he's with us, that nothing is too hard for him to do. And so the perfecting of our faith is trusting in him in all things. And in him, all things can be done. Okay, so I've kind of layered this out a little bit, but to make it even, I'm going to put another piece of wax paper on top of it and use my rolling pin and even it all out. So it's one nice piece of 9x12 piece of butter. And I use unsalted butter because it makes it so much sweeter. And you get a pure flavor of butter. When you add salt to butter, it kind of disguises the flavor. And that's why when you buy unsalted butter, you'll see that recipe after recipe after recipe, because they don't want any impurities in it. They want it to be totally the flavor of butter. Okay, so now I've got this ready to go. See, it's a sheet of butter. And I put it in my pan. And now I will put the pan in my refrigerator, and I'll leave it there from 20 to 30 minutes, and then it will come out a hard sheet of butter to work with. And so today, that's what I'm showing you, is that sometimes our walk with the Lord are steps. Step 1 in cronuts. And then the next time when I see you, we'll be doing step 2. Love you all. God bless you. Have a wonderful day.